Welcome to another episode of D&D Quick Tips, advice for players and dungeon masters. Today's tip offers 3 pieces of advice for DMs on teaching new players how to play D&D. The Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide cover the basics on learning and teaching the game, but here are 3 tips I've picked up from over a decade of introducing new players to D&D. Tip 1. Start slow. You don't want to inundate new players with too many options or complexity, so ideally, start them off with a level 1 character and only give them access to material from the Player's Handbook 1. If you're playing 3rd edition, steer them away from classes that can cast spells at first level. Give a player too many decisions to make or too much material to become familiar with at once, and they can become overwhelmed. Tip 2. Teach organically. Once you've explained the basic mechanics to a new player, let any further instruction evolve naturally, as appropriate situations arise. If the new player says he wants to tackle the orc, explain to him the bull rush rules. If his ally falls in battle, explain to him the rules about stabilizing the dying. The added bonus about this method is that players without a knowledge of all the game mechanics will not feel constricted to limit their actions to things the rules cover, and can thus come up with some surprisingly creative actions. It's your job to figure out how to resolve those actions with D&D mechanics. Tip 3. Be mindful of implicit teaching. Everything that happens in a new player's first session will teach them something about the game. If, while walking down an innocuous corridor, they fall down a pit trap, they'll learn to search every corridor for traps. If they try to resolve a couple encounters with diplomacy, but combat ensues anyway, they'll learn to shoot first and ask questions later. A player's first few experiences can shape the way they play the game for years to come, so make sure not to implicitly teach them something you didn't intend to. Take-home message. Start new players off with a simple character, teach additional rules as they come up in play, and be aware of the implicit lessons you teach your players. That's it for today. Send me your suggestions for future quick tips, which I upload every Sunday. Peace.